You've heard the sports team say CEC before,
Yeah.
Cloquet, Esko, Carlton. But for girls soccer, it's Cloquet, Carlton on one side and Esko on the other.
Okay.
And trust me, there is no love lost between those two teams. Between the two rivals, they enter tonight's regular season finale with double-digit wins, each hoping for one more before the playoffs start. It was also senior night for the Lumberjacks, celebrating their team's leaders, but Esko and that historic defense ready to roll. And maybe it was the classic Chiarelli jinx that I even mentioned that defense. Lumberjacks junior Mackenzie Lynch tries to cross the ball, ends up tickling the twine instead. Just 90 seconds in, Cloquet in the lead. Now Lynch on the corner kick. Another beautiful play to set up Michaela Steyerwalt with a beautiful header goal. That's using your noggin. She doubles the damage to 2-0 for the Lumberjacks. So to the second half we go. Ball finds the foot of freshman Hannah Rattel, and she shoots it from Shakopee and hits the top shelf where, yes, I keep that chunky peanut butter. What a goal to bring Esko back to within one. And they're pressing to tie up the game, getting a clean shot on a breakaway, but it's Jack's senior goalie Allison Hammond with that kick save and a beauty. Time ticking down for Esko. They turn the ball over. Cloquet makes them pay. It's Aubrey Pavlatos with a chance for the dagger, and she puts it home. A huge insurance goal for Cloquet. They go up 3-1. Esko allowed 3 goals all season. Cloquet Carlton matched that in one game. They take the win 3-1 on senior night over their crosstown rivals. Earlier today, both Duluth Marshall and Two Harbors trying to make it 2 straight wins before postseason play, and the Agates wasting no time, just 30 seconds in, and the ball is left on a platter for sophomore Lola Lundgren. She finds the back of the net, quickly puts Two Harbors ahead 1-0. Marshall, though, with plenty of offensive chances in that first half. Agates goalie Nadia Swoverlin was perfect in the opening 40 minutes, denying the Toppers on multiple shots. Even when Marshall attacked off the throw-in, Swoverlin was there to make the big saves. Then right before halftime, Hayden Bright gets a free kick opportunity, but Marshall's goalie, Emma Johnson, also in a great position to make a big save. That opening goal in the first 30 ends up being the game winner. Two Harbors heads back up the shore with a 1-0 shutout win. And elsewhere on the soccer scoreboard tonight, both Duluth-Denfeld teams leaving the field with a 2-2 draw. The girls team tying the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, while the boys team tied up with Hermantown. Seeding and matchups will be released this weekend for next week's playoffs.